What's up, YouTube? It's Brian with 2A Guys in Gear. Today we're talking about hunting with the 6.8 SPC in an AR-15 platform rifle. So I've been hunting for a long time. So hunting, I guess, since I was a little kid. I've always hunted with either a shotgun or a bolt action rifle, what have you. A couple years ago, I decided I wanted to switch it up a little bit and start hunting with an AR. Did some homework, and I found out that the 6.8 SPC was going to be my caliber. It's an awesome little bullet. So essentially what it is, or at least what I tell everybody, is it's a 270 cut in half. Now that's not exactly accurate, but when you get the average Joe hunter that's not familiar with, you know, the evil black rifle hunting or anything like that, you know, and they say 6.8 what? And they say, oh yeah, it's 270 cut in half, and they say, oh yeah, I get that, I understand. So, and then you can just kind of rock on with life because they know what you're talking about. So that's it. That's a 6.8. It does an awesome job of just laying deer down. So that's a Hornady VMAX. And then I also shoot the Federal Fusions. The Federal Fusions are mainly what I shoot because they group better in my rifle. But you know, you shoot a deer behind the shoulder with those things, man, it's lights out. It drops them. So, and as far as ammo is concerned, with price and availability, it's not a problem. So, you know, you're not really going to Walmart and finding your ammo on the shelves, but you can go just about anywhere online and get it. And for good hunting ammo like this, about $1 a round, give or take. So it's not horrible. Now, as far as hunting with an AR-15, there's a lot of benefits to this. And what I like about it is, one, for all intensive purposes, it's a relatively short rifle, especially when you're comparing it to something like a Remington 700. It's lightweight, so you know, if you have to hike a mile into your tree stand or a mile out with a deer, you're not lugging a huge rifle with you. You know, you have a nice, light, short, compact rifle. You can just sling it over your shoulder and just do what you have to do. So that in itself is a huge benefit. The adjustable stock on this rifle, or you know, it's just a regular Magpul CTR stock, but this is a huge benefit. And the reason why, so you go out and let's just say September or October or whatever, sight your rifle in, you've got a t-shirt on or maybe a light jacket, you're sitting there sighting your rifle in. Well, you go out in January and it's 20 degrees out and you got 5 layers on, your length of pull is going to be different. So you can just simply adjust that to accommodate for your 5 layers of clothes, and you're back to normal. So that's a huge plus. Another thing I like about it is, of course, it's an AR-15, so aftermarket parts are abundant. So what I did with mine was I bought just a cheap Amazon single point sling. So once I get in my tree stand or ground blind, whatever the case may be, I can just pop it off real quick. That way I'm not worried about tangling a sling up on something, which I had that happen a couple years ago. I had a deer 20 yards in front of me, and I'm sitting there, I'm trying to get my rifle up. I'm in a ground blind, and my sling, it was wrapped around the handle of my chair. So, you know, stuff like that, it's little things. If you can take your sling off and set it aside, it's one less thing to worry about. Okay, let's talk about magazines. So you can get a 6.8 magazine in either 25 rounds or 10 rounds. Highly recommend that if you're going to take this out hunting, you take a 10-round magazine out. And the reason why is because they don't fit flush into the gun, but they don't hang out either. So it's one less thing to bump into. You know, you're sitting in your ground blind, tree stand, whatever the case may be. It's just one less thing that you're going to hit into something that's going to either mess up your shot, spook the deer, or whatever. So, and of course, when it comes to magazines, always make sure you check out your local and state laws, whatever the case may be. So that way, if you do decide to take a 25-round mag into the woods, you're not going to get in trouble. So, don't need that. Now, another thing I like about the AR-15 for hunting, of course, it's a semi-automatic. And then, you know, I can carry 8 rounds of ammo in my state that I hunt in. I can carry 8 rounds of ammo in the magazine. So, that means I'm not taking a box of ammo, put it in my backpack. I can carry all my ammo for the day in my gun. Now, the reason I say I like the fact that it's a semi-automatic with 8 rounds of ammo in it is because the state I live in and hunt in is absolutely infested with deer. So we have a very generous very generous bag limit. So what we can do is we can go out, and I'm a meat hunter, I don't care about trophies. I can go out and I can sit in my ground blind or my tree stand, whatever, and I can see the herd of deer coming in. And instead of saying, okay, I want to shoot that deer, I say, okay, what order am I going to shoot these deer in? and it's nothing to shoot multiple deer in one sitting, 2, 3, 4 deer in one sitting. So my personal best, little brag in here, is 4 deer in 2 minutes. So, and it was awesome. So, you know, when you can fill your freezer up just like that, it's a good day. So that in itself is a huge benefit to shooting or hunting with an AR-15. Now, one more thing, and I'll close with this, is a word of caution. And your mileage may vary on this. I've never tried it, done some reading up online with it, but when you have your 6.8 magazine and your standard PMag, you can actually interchange ammo from one magazine to the other. It fits. I'm not saying it works, but it fits. So if you take your 6.8 magazine, you can load 5.56. This is just regular old Wolf 5.56 ammo into your magazine. Now you take your standard PMag, 5.56 PMag, and you can load 6.8 ammo into your PMag. Now, I'm not a fan of that. I've read online people, they're saying they've done it and it works. I'll never do it, and I don't recommend that you do it either, because for $10 you go out and you buy a 6.8 SPC magazine. It's that simple. Then you take your paint pen or your label maker or whatever, and you write on there 6.8 SPC, and you know you have a dedicated magazine for your rifle. So, and there's no interchanging, there's no safety issue or anything. So I'm not a big fan of taking something that's made for one product and putting another product in it. But, you know, that's just my thought, my opinion. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I highly recommend, if you're a hunter or deer hunter and you're on the fence about hunting with an AR-15, that you go out and buy one. Check out the 6.8 SPC. It's an awesome round. And hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please subscribe.